So I went from going to the reef every day, 4 to 5 days a week, to not seeing it for a good 4 months. So when COVID first came around, there was a lot of uncertainty, and then all of a sudden just the whole reef fleet came to a stop and we had no idea what the future held.
I thought I was going to have to take my boat and tie it up on the other side of the inlet. I thought that I was going to have to lay off all 34 staff that I had. Basically 30 years of my working life was, I was looking like it was going to go down the drain.
We all sort of had to start to consider what we were going to do in the future, how we were going to continue to make a living, whether we were ever going to be going out to the reef again, considering other careers, other options, and none of us really had any idea what we could possibly do. I guess felt like a part of ourselves were missing.
COVID caused the Great Barrier Reef tourism industry for the first time in recorded history to stop overnight. The Tourism Activation Initiative was created to help support the tourism industry to keep their boats running and their staff employed during this really difficult time. We had a whole lot of infrastructure, a lot of boats and a lot of passionate individuals. The Australian government saw that as an opportunity to utilise this incredible network of infrastructure and boats to get out there and find out information that we haven't been able to find out before on this scale. Through this initiative, we provided funding for tourism operators to conduct a number of activities, such as reef health monitoring, removal of coral predators, and assisting the natural recovery at their sites.
Through the Tourism Activation Initiative, we've been able to survey now over 4 hectares of reef through the Eye on the Reef Tourism Weekly system, and by conducting reef health and impact surveys across all of our sites.
We ended up having 17 successful operators that stretched from the far north of Port Douglas all the way down to the far south of the Great Barrier Reef at Lady Elliot Island.
The funding through the Tourism Activation Program, it was a lifesaver really, because we had the certainty of income coming in. We were prepared to put back ourselves and you know, just make sure that our staff were steady, happy, motivated, and weren't going to go anywhere. Because the biggest danger for us was that if the staff didn't have regular work, they were going to leave our industry. And if they left our industry, they may not come back.
It's a scary thing to have that uncertainty in our work and our livelihoods. So to really have that guarantee of being able to do our jobs that we love and being able to look after the Great Barrier Reef that we love so much, it's absolutely been the best part of this initiative.
It's critical that we support the tourism industry during this difficult time so that they can be in the best position once the pandemic is over to continue their important role of sharing the values of the Great Barrier Reef with the world.